Hey guys, this is Kareen. I'm gonna give you a tour of my garden. This garden is about a year old. I started last spring, and this is my 1 year old garden. So let me give you a tour. This bed is hinged, so I put a hinge on the side so that during the winter time I can cover this with a plastic, and it'll keep the plants I want to protect. I can move it in here and they'll be safe during the winter. My husband and I planted about 150 onions. What are we gonna do with that much onions? We're gonna figure it out. And then we have strawberries, and then we have callaloo, which is a plant. It was one of our most popular dishes that we make in Jamaica. It's a type of green sauteed with some onions and tomatoes, so I have that coming up. Beets coming up. And then we have broccoli. I'm trying to grow a lot of medicinal herbs, and this is one of them. This is borage that the bugs have been eating on, but it's looking so happy over here. Absolutely happy. And it's gonna grow a lot bigger, much taller, probably up to like 5 or 4 feet, and put out flowers. The leaves are edible and the flowers are edible as well. And then I have a few flowers spread about. That's good for shades because this spot really gets shaded, as you can see. And then I also transplanted some aloe vera. I bought this aloe vera back in Brooklyn for like $4, and when I moved to Texas I brought it with me, and it's not this small. I'm gonna show you the big one. I've separated so many times, and this is one of the pieces I separated and planted here. And then we have blackberry bush, my blackberry bush, another lemon balm that I need to harvest. I did a harvest it like 2 weeks ago, and it's getting so much bigger. And then flowers, these are a lot of the plants that started from seeds. This is a new bed and it needs more nutrition, so I'm gonna have to come in here and compost and add some minerals into this because everything is really tiny and they should not be. And then these are my 2 big beds that I put in last end of spring. These are cosmos. Look at that, looking so happy. In here, because a lot of the onions are crowding out, it's hard to see, but there are 2 rows going back, and there's 1 row here. And this row is sweet peppers. These 2 rows is a variety of tomatoes. I'm growing ginger. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh. This is about a 2 foot by, I think about 3 foot space of onions, a variety of onions. The onions are spread throughout the garden, but this is a 2 foot by 3 foot space of onions. It's hard to see, but I have about 20 garlic in this bed as well. And these big plants are broccoli. They're not putting off any broccoli head yet. This is my sweet potato. I started it from just putting actual sweet potato in some peat and letting that just grow roots, and then I took off the plants and then put that in water, and they grew roots, and I planted them. These are my potatoes. Some of them are from Trader Joe's, and some of them I bought from the nursery. So there's a mixture of blue, red, and yellow potatoes. This bed I'm doing the 3 Sisters indigenous method of planting. So it's basically you're growing squash, you're growing corn, and you're growing peas, and they support each other. Here in these 2 rows, there's 1 row here, 1 plant per square foot. It's already putting out flowers. In this row, there's 3 different plants, each in a square foot, and they're yellow. So actually no, this is all green squash in this row, and back here I have 3 rows of yellow squash, and they're all different varieties of squash. We eat a lot of squash, and so I figured, I'm growing the things that I'm eating, and that's what I would recommend that you do as well. Here we have rosemary plant. I tried growing some from seeds last year, but it did not survive the Texas heat. So I bought one, and it's doing well, and I've been using this in my products, in my avocado and rosemary soap. If you bought one this weekend at Vibe Market, this is the plant. Here she is. She was infused in your soap. I'm planning on getting more rosemary to grow. I have to find a good spot for it because maybe, I don't know, Maybe right there I put one. But yeah, I want to get more rosemary plants. It's awesome, like just walking by, you just smell it. It smells so good. We have more onions. Okay, so over here I have my peas. This is a pole bean. You can see it's a purple pole bean. It's already putting out flowers. And it's a vining pole bean. And I'm probably gonna need a taller bamboo than this, but this is what I have so far. So there's about 4 of these plants here. In here we have a bush bean, and this bean I actually got it from the grocery store. Back here is a butter bean. I love butter bean. And I have a couple plants coming up. They're slow though. It's really, really slow. And then over here along this side, I have a couple sweet like sugar snap peas coming up. I'm growing about 3 varieties of corn. You shouldn't grow that many varieties so close because they'll cross-pollinate, especially if you're trying to save seeds. But I'm not trying to save corn kernels to grow next year. So I'm growing about 3 or 4 varieties here. And some of them are much bigger and some of them are they're still small coming up. I did plant my things a lot early, as soon as it was like 40 degrees at night and like 60, like between 50 to 60 in a day. For me, that was like early February. I put things out, and we did get a couple cold nights, but I was okay with that. Like if they died, I still had time to put things out. But if things worked out, then I'm ahead. Over here we have, this is a bush bean. So basically string beans, but this is a bush variety. I can't believe I'm growing string bean. This is my first time. Honestly, like when I came, I haven't been in the garden. So today's Monday. I haven't been in the garden since probably Thursday. Probably about, I think, Thursday or Wednesday. And so it's like I'm seeing things too. Just as you're seeing them in real time, I'm seeing them in real time. So it's fun. I got string beans. Oh my God, I'm growing string beans. Okay, all right. And then over here is a vining pole bean. String bean too, but it's a vining variety. And then over here are my sweet peas. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this. I'm a geek out. Oh my God, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. That I'm showing you this garden so that you see what I'm growing. If you're buying products from me, when I'm telling you at the market that I'm actually using stuff, you can actually see it for yourself. But also, I want to encourage everyone to start a garden. Start your garden, even if you're doing it on your windowsill. Start a garden. It's such a nice feeling. So this is a sugar snap peas, and they are more of a spring. They're a cool weather crop. So when the Texas heat takes place, hopefully that won't be for a while, these will die back, and they are a nitrogen fixer. So your plants need nitrogen, the corn needs nitrogen. So these will die back, add the nutrients, nitrogen into the soil, and then I'll probably grow something like okra in this spot. So let's pick some sugar snap peas. And one of the reasons why I'm growing them is to be able to do this. No, it's not washed. I'm gonna eat it anyway. I have a variety of sugar snaps. This is a 55, this is Sugar Bond. It's called Sugar Bond Snap Peas. I'm forgetting the name of this one. So there's 2 varieties. You can see one is lower and one is taller. This one is an early variety. Look at that fat boy. Oh my gosh. Juicy. There's a food vlogger that I follow, Mark Weens. If you know him on YouTube, I'm gonna do a Mark Weens. So good. The juices. Do you hear the snap? This is the best sugar snap peas I've ever had in my life. Oh, so good. And the flavors. The way it just hits your tongue. Shout out to Mark Weens. I'm back. I've wiped my mouth. So some of my goals that I have for the garden space, and I'm expanding, I'm gonna be adding vertical planters. So those need to, oh, let me show you that. So I have more plants that I need to put out. So I have sage here, and I started growing, I started from seeds, and that will be used in my products as well. I'm growing herbs, I'm growing vegetables, herbs for medicinal properties for us to consume, and then also things that I can use in my products. So I'm growing cucumbers to eat, to pickle, but also to use. I want to make a peppermint julep soap for the summer. I want to grow some carrots because I want to make a carrot soap. And then also, these are from the nursery. Oh, this is my aloe vera plant. Needed to repot it a long time ago, so we put out all these little shoots. It probably needs to be repotted again. I probably need to go in here. I need to go in here and separate these, but this thing was tiny and it took off. It was like a $4 aloe vera, and I've harvested from it and used it in some of my products. So over here, these are all plants that I got from my local nursery. Chamomile that desperately needs to go out. Have a variety of mint. Have a variety of mint julep. I have chocolate mint. I have peppermint. I have lemon verbena. Oh my gosh, smells so good. I have lavender. This is the lemon verbena. I have lavender. This is lavender, and then this is nasturtium. Nasturtium, you can eat the leaves. The leaves are spicy, and then it puts out a flower. It's a vining a plant. It puts out flowers, and it's so beautiful. So you can eat it as well as, just look at it, how pretty it is. And then over here, I have a peach tree. Let's see, it put out a lot of flowers during like the last month, but I have one peach coming up. And this is my first ever fruit tree that I've ever owned. Well, actually, I lie. I have citrus trees that I owned. Right there. A lemon and a lime. But this is like, edible fruit. So there's peach over there. There's another peach coming up right here. Let's see if I get the picture. Yeah. Another peach. So you have two peaches. I don't see any more. There's probably more, but I'm missing. But I think it's probably those two for now. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. This is, again, 1 year old, this garden space. There was no beds here, but I transformed it into what you're seeing. And I want to encourage you, even if you have a small space, even if you have a balcony, just start small. Even if you're doing vertical planters, and when I set that up, I might do a video of it. When I set that up, I'll show you. I just want to encourage you to start a garden if you haven't. It is work, but it's also fun as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my garden. If you purchase products from me, some of the herbs and the plants that are in the products that you receive, they'll be coming out of this garden, especially for this summer. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you were encouraged. I hope you're doing well. Take care. Bye.